So Brittany goes on to say, and she says, my question is it possible in an extreme shutdown state to experience long-term loss of bodily sensations? I have heard other experts talk about numbing emotions as a result of extreme trauma, but I never heard anyone address the actual loss of physical sensations. For example, not feeling sensations of hunger or thirst, or not feeling temperature extremes like burns or frostbite to skin. So in general, I would say, I feel comfortable saying yes to this, especially or maybe in particular with hunger. This is something I've seen in clients, even with myself. I'm sure you, dear listener, can relate that when you're in more of a shutdown state, you feel less hunger. The body is in a conservation state, so there's less need for resources to come in. So in general, I would feel comfortable saying yes to this. In particular, something like eating or like hunger, there's probably going to be less of that sensation or that impulse to bring in new resources. Even when in a shutdown state or extreme shutdown state, there is less air coming in. Breathing becomes more shallow. There's also other physical sensations that might be kind of numbed, like, or that might change, like someone might feel more cold because their blood pressure is significantly reduced in a shutdown state. So you might feel more internal coldness. But I don't know about like temperature extremes. I don't know like long-term. So I don't know. I don't know if someone is like numb to frostbite. It makes sense. I can't really comment on that in particular. In the moment of an extreme shutdown, it would make sense because, the part of shutdown is numbness. So maybe you are numb to something like frostbite. I don't really know. Now that's immediate though, like the immediate survival function of shutdown. Long term, I don't know about that. Ultimately, I'm a therapist, and so we got to keep that in mind. I'm a therapist. I got to stay in my lane. I can't really delve too far into the physical side of these things. I don't really differentiate, honestly, emotional and physical. I think they're pretty much one and the same. I know conceptually we differentiate those things, but I can't go further into like medical or potentially like medical kind of stuff. There's only so far I can go with this. Hey, thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. I, of course, have a lot more stuff here on YouTube, but I also have even more on my website. It's justinlmft.com. I have a blog, I have a podcast, I have free resources, and I have some paid courses as well. Head on over to justinlmft.com. I think you'll like it a lot. This and other content I create is not therapy, not intended to be therapy or be a replacement for therapy. Nothing in this creates or indicates a therapeutic relationship. Please consult with your therapist or seek for one in your area if you are experiencing mental health symptoms. Nothing should be understood to be specific life advice. It is for educational and entertainment purposes only.